Hi guys, 18 Dapper here and welcome to today's match preview for this Saturday's game. It's Doncaster Rovers versus AFC Wimbledon at the Keepmoat Stadium. Let's get the video started. So guys, welcome to today's match preview. If you're an existing subscriber, welcome back. If this video has brought you here, welcome to my channel. Please click that subscribe button so you don't miss any content, including the match day vlog coming up this Saturday for this game. If you are new to the channel, this is how we format match previews. We look at the previous meetings between the two clubs, we look at the current form in the league, player focus, so we look at a Doncaster Rovers player, one to watch in my opinion for the opponents, in this case Wimbledon, and then me and the family have got a predictions league, so there's an update on that, and I have made a mistake in recent videos, so we're going to rectify that today, and then my score prediction for the upcoming game at the very end. So into previous meetings. Donny and Wimbledon not faced off that many times. Rovers coming out on top twice. Wimbledon got our number a little bit, winning 3 times, and then we've shared the spoils on 2 occasions. So yeah, only 7 meetings between the two clubs. The last 5 meetings, let's have a look a little bit deeper. And 2019, we're sick and tired of seeing each other. 4 games. So the 18-19 season saw a Rovers win and then a Wimbledon win in League One. And then in 2019, this season, we faced off in the FA Cup, which was a 1-1 draw away from home. And then it got brought back to the Keepmoat where we won that game 2-0. And then a month later, we went back down to Wimbledon and we got beat 2-1. So 2 wins for the Rovers, 2 wins for Wimbledon in the last 5 and 1 draw. So about as even as you're going to get. Moving on to current form. This is league only, and Rovers not in too bad form. 3 wins and 2 defeats in the last 5. Wimbledon a little more inconsistent with 3 draws, 1 defeat and 1 win. For me, another good result for Doncaster on Saturday against struggling MK Dons. Wimbledon fans, you'll have enjoyed that. And that keeps our playoff hopes very slim, but still alive. I think we need some slip-ups from the guys, from the teams above us, for us to be able to break into the playoffs. We currently sit 6 points behind. Recording this on Tuesday, there's a couple of games. Fleetwood Pompey, that's a big one for us tonight. And then there's a big one for Wimbledon fans tonight as well. But by the time this comes up onto the channel, we'll know the results of those. This is going to be the only home game this month, with 4 away games, Tuesday, Saturday, to finish off March. So we need a big W if we're going to continue that push towards the playoffs. Wimbledon, as I mentioned a short while ago, a little inconsistent, and this has created them, or put them into a position where they're looking over the shoulders as Tranmere are fighting to close the gap. Tranmere, currently 2 games in hand, sits 6 points behind Wimbledon, and they play Blackpool tonight. So it could be one of those things where we come to Saturday and there's only 3 points in it, so Wimbledon will be fighting for the points, or Blackpool win tonight and then it remains at 6 points with Tranmere only 1 game in hand, so gives Wimbledon a little bit more breathing space, and I think tonight's result will impact Saturday's game quite a bit. Over the last 5 games, Wimbledon have shown what they're capable of. They earned a fantastic point away at Rotherham, but then they've also got beat by Oxford 5-0, so it could be either way on Saturday. Hopefully the getting beat 5-0 team turns up. Moving on to player focus. So I was looking at the Rovers squad, and for me, I've got to go with Jason Lakilo today. 1 appearance, he's finally made an appearance for the club, and 1 assist in that as well. It was an own goal, but it counts. And I think for me, the limitations of lone players only being able to name 5 in the matchday squad has meant that Jason's had to wait his turn, and for me, he showed what he was capable of when he got the opportunity. Got 20 minutes against Wycombe, and for me it was direct, it was positive, quick, confident, skillful. I think we have got a handy player on our hands that I'm hoping Crystal Palace say that he is surplus to their requirements this summer, and then we've got a chance of taking him on as a proper player, not a loan player, proper signing. That would be very, very nice. He's young, 21 years old, and for me, just how positive and how direct he was, decent balls into the box, very, very good winger. Hopefully see more of him before the season is done. I think Saturday Wimbledon could be one of those opportunities to give him a bit more game time in front of the Keepmoat crowd. Moving on to the one to watch for Wimbledon, I was close to saying Force, but unfortunately he is injured, so I've gone with Kwesi Appiah. 18 appearances, 4 goals, 1 assist, and Kwesi has not played too much this season, but he's one of those players where whenever we played Wimbledon, he's tended to cause us problems. Definitely caused our back line trouble whenever we played against him, and I'm not sure if Forza is still out with the injury, but if he is, it's Kwesi's opportunity to play. And Wimbledon struggling for goals, so they'll be looking to Kwesi to try and score them goals to keep that gap between them and Tranmere. And on his day, I think he has the ability to unlock our defence if given any sort of opportunity. So definitely for me, Kwesi Appiah, one to watch on Saturday. Predictions League. So I mentioned earlier on that I have made a slight error over the last couple of games. So Rochdale vlog, as you can see on screen now, I was on 17 points, Max was on 13 in second, Chris in third on 12, and Dad had dropped down to bottom on 12 points. Now Rochdale, I believe we all went for Rovers wins and it finished 1-1, and then the next game on, Bolton at home, for some reason I've added a point onto Chris's tally. So for the last couple of games since the 9th of February, Chris has had 1 extra point. I do keep a track of it on a separate spreadsheet, so I've definitely got these scores right. I've updated it now after Saturday's predictions, but yeah, on the Bolton game I was top on 17, Max, Chris were joint second on 13 points, and my dad was bottom on 14, whereas it should have been exactly the same as the Rochdale match preview because we all got our score predictions wrong. Now, if you are new to this, if we get the score completely spot on, we get 3 points. If we get the outcome right, we get 1 point. If we don't get it right at all, we get no points. Saturday, we all went for Rovers wins. Nobody got the scoreline correct, apart from Max, who went with a 1-1 draw. So Max stays on the same points. Chris was on 15 points last week, so he remains on 15. That's that point spare knocked off, but the table looks like this. I'm on top on 23 points. Everybody else joint second on 15 points, so they're fighting for runner-up, whereas I think I'm running away with it. We'll get the trophy at the end of the season, I think. Come on. Or am I being a little bit too overconfident? There's still 10 games to go, so it could change, but I think I'm taking the trophy. And that leads me on to the score prediction for this Saturday. And for me, I think Wimbledon are going to be fighting for the points. It's going to be a tough game. I think Rovers are going to have the normal philosophy, the normal approach to the game. But I don't think we're going to win. I think the inconsistency is going to rear its head at home once again. I think Wimbledon are going to be fighting for the points and it's going to finish 1-1. I hope I'm wrong. I want the playoffs. I want the hope up to the end of the season that we can make the playoffs. And who knows, stranger things have happened. Being a Rovers fan, it is always a roller coaster ride. We will see. Prove me wrong, Donny. Don't draw. Bring home the big W. And then it's 4 away games that we could do with winning as well. But yeah, 1-1 for me. We will see. I'm going to leave it there for this video. If you've enjoyed it, big thumbs up for us please. Comments in the section down below. If you haven't already, please click that subscribe button. As always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.